Hi guys, it's Tinny again, and this time I'm going to show you how I do my contouring for when I'm cosplaying Aizawa. Contouring is one of those things you're going to have to experiment on your own face, but I'm going to show you how I do mine. This is an example of me using makeup incorrectly because I'm actually using brown eyeshadow to do my contouring, but you can use whatever works for you. Just find a shade that you like. Just make sure that it's matte and not shiny. So the first thing that I contour is usually my cheekbones. Now, if you were doing a more rounded face look or a more natural look, you would contour the hollow of your cheek, which is basically from the edge of your mouth to the center of your ear. If you need to find it, you can make a fishy face, and you can usually see a line appear right there. But because I want my face to appear sharper and more masculine, I'm actually going to contour above that. So where I actually contour is going to be the highest part of my cheekbone. It usually runs from where your ear meets your face all the way to the apple of your cheek. Once you do that, the next step is you're going to blend that down from the apple of your cheek to your jawline. So I use my smile line as a guide, and I find where my chin ends and the rest of my jaw and cheek begins. And that's where I shoot for, from my apple to the jawline, and it creates a diagonal that when you look at it straight on actually looks like a 90-degree angle. The next part that I contour is my temples, and I carry it all the way over to my hairline, and then I even blend it up onto my forehead, and I make sure that the contouring goes through where my eyebrow was. This is so that if there's any leftover shape of where my eyebrow used to be, the contour cutting through it is going to trick the eye to forgetting that that's there. If it looks good and natural at this stage, then you are not wearing enough contour. Apply some more. Next step is I'm going to contour the inner corner of my eye and carry that up again into where my eyebrow used to be. And then I carry it about halfway across my eyelid. And then I carry that down from the corner of my eye onto the sides of my nose. But I want to make sure that this is the softest contour of my whole face, because anything you do to the center of your face is really noticeable. The next part is my favorite part, but it's also the part that took me the longest to figure out, and that's the jawline contour. So I want my jawline to appear sharper, less round, more square. Create a shadow on the underside of my jaw. Now, wherever my jaw is softer or more convex instead of straight line is where I'm going to add contour that climbs up onto my actual face instead of just underneath. So this is something to play with, but basically we're creating the illusion of a straight line that doesn't actually exist. And then I carry that contour up from the corner of my jaw to my ear. One thing that's easy to forget, but I think is really important, is remembering to contour your neck as well. What you're going to do is lean back and flex your neck so you can find the natural lines of where your muscles and everything exists. Basically, it's from right behind your ear, where your jaw ends, and then you're going to carry it down to almost the center of where your collarbone is. So you're going to create another soft line with your contour, a little bit towards the center of your throat, following the exact same diagonal that you created before. This line is shorter though. Instead of going all the way to your collarbone, it's going to go about halfway down your throat. I also want my chin to appear harsher, so I go ahead and put a little shadow right underneath my bottom lip on top of my chin. Now these shadows are kind of unnecessary for Aizawa because half his face is covered with bangs. They go from my hairline to just above my brow ridge in kind of a C shape. And this helps make the brow ridge look harsher, which also changes the face shape and makes it look more masculine. Once you've done that, you have a basic contour that's going to work for a lot of different masculine characters. The only other step I do is add highlights, which I put in different places based on the character. So I'm going to include that in my next video, which will be about how I do Aizawa's eye makeup and eyebrows. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope that was helpful. And if anything didn't make sense or you have questions, leave them in the comments for me, as well as if you have any suggestions on what character I should do next.